Hello everyone! Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate and today's video is all about gouache. I am new to it and I think it will be fun to see if I can come up with something decent after watching a couple of videos on how to start with gouache. So I have made a list of gouache tips from other artists and today I will try to apply all of them. So I remember when I was watching painting process, I thought it looked so easy, I can do that, but I know it was an illusion, so let's see what happens here today. Well, I have these couple of sketches for today's paintings and let's get started. Oh, before I start, I will quickly unpack my gouache, do some swatches and transitions. Here are my new paints. The Holbein 12 color gouache set. The tubes are so tiny. I didn't want to buy a full-size set just yet. And then there are 3 full-size tubes. I couldn't resist the temptation to buy new colors. Honestly, I have a feeling that I will fall in love with gouache. But who knows? I'm going to be working on Bao Hong watercolor paper and it's a perfect size for me. One of the recommendations was to use synthetic brushes and I bought these Princeton flat ones. And here are some more brushes that I use with watercolors. Tip number 2 is to make swatches and try out painting a gradient. The first color is Carmine. And it definitely takes time to figure out how much water you need to get a smooth brush stroke. Look at this flame red hue. It's like the brightest color I have ever seen. I didn't expect them to be this saturated, and the question is how to paint portraits with these colors. Here I'm trying to build a smooth gradient from red to white and it's kind of working. Definitely easier than watercolor for me. Let's see if I can mix blue and yellow to get a nice and bright green. It didn't work, but that's fine. Here are my sketches and I am covering the right one so I won't smudge it while painting. I highly recommend getting these sticky transparent notes to keep your sketchbooks clean. The very basic mix for skin tone is red, yellow and white. We don't want to end up with a muddy skin tone here, so I avoid mixing too many colors at once. Another tip I stumbled across while watching videos about gouache is going from thin layers to thick layers. I'd say my first layer is pretty thick here and dark. I also learned that light colors dry darker in gouache, and that's definitely true. My lady looks like she's got a severe sunburn, but I plan to fix that later. It appeals to me that gouache is a forgiving medium. I can fix mistakes, paint over, or add some water and reactivate previous layers. Even though at this point I'm not satisfied with my painting yet, I have a feeling that gouache will make it to my list of favorite art supplies. I need to do more research on why gouache is so unpopular. Are oils and acrylic better somehow? I can't get over how beautiful blue looks on portraits. I put it everywhere and it works. Usually portraits change dramatically after adding highlights, but something is still off here. I think her hair needs a slight adjustment. It wasn't a good idea to add blacks here. Adding more contrast as a finishing touches, and here's the result, my officially first gouache portrait. It turned out pretty. I decided to go with 2 portraits because I was convinced I could not get a nice result right away. What could go better is, I think I need to add more white to my mixes. I will definitely need another tube of white pretty soon. And this time I aim for a smaller contrast between her local skin color and the shadows. Actually, I'm glad I don't have full-size tubes. I don't need each color and I prefer to build my own palette one by one. At this point, it's hard to believe I'm going in the At this point, it's hard to believe I'm going in the right direction, but I managed to go through the ugly stage with the previous portrait. So let's hope I can get there this time. This process made me want to take a course or something to get better at gouache portraits. It will be fun to compare my future works with this one. I'm not sure I like this technique with bold brush strokes, but at this point I struggle to blend smoothly, and actually it's beautiful this way. I tend to overwork paintings. It's just hard to stop. Seems like there is a lot to be improved, but it's not always the case. So, I am definitely impressed by gouache. I admire its matte, opaque finish and how quickly it dries. I haven't yet discovered how to make the most of these vibrant, clean hues, but I'll definitely do so in the future. There is definitely something wrong with her eyes. They appear to be looking in different directions. Do you see that? Forgive me, I'm going to leave it as it is. It's time to finish this portrait. My favorite blue touches. It makes her skin glow, right? was my first video for the YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe for more, and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you, bye!